Welcome to the channel. Today we're taking a fun road trip across the border for a Canada versus USA habit showdown. We'll compare the little things, how we talk, what we eat, and those quirky habits you only notice when you travel. From Canada's legendary sorry to America's love of football, we'll celebrate what makes each country unique. So grab your poutine or your hot dog, get comfy, and let's kick off this friendly neighborhood rivalry. Let's get started. Let's start with a classic, the Canadian sorry. In Canada, sorry is more than a word, it's a reflex. Bump into someone. Both of you apologize even if it's a leaf that brushed by. It's not about guilt, but about keeping the peace and acknowledging each other's space. In the US, sorry is reserved for when you're actually at fault. If someone bumps into you in New York, you might get a watch it or just a nod. Americans use excuse me more often, saving sorry for real mistakes. The Canadian sorry is a social lubricant. The American sorry is an admission of guilt. In Canada, a sorry can start a chain reaction, apologies bouncing back and forth until everyone's smiling. In the US, it's more direct, my bad, and move on. These habits reflect deeper cultural vibes, Canada's communal harmony versus America's individual clarity. Neither is better, just different flavors of politeness. Canadians might say sorry as a greeting. Americans save it for the big moments. It's a fascinating contrast that shows how two neighbors can approach the same word in totally different ways. So, next time you cross the border, listen for those sorries. They tell you a lot about where you are. In Canada, you might apologize for existing. In the US, you apologize when you mean it. It's a small word with big cultural meaning. And honestly, it's kind of endearing on both sides. Whether you're a serial apologizer or a selective one, it's all part of the North American charm. So, which sorry are you, Canadian or American? Let us know in the comments. On to the next habit. Let's talk tipping, an art form in both countries, but with a twist. In the US, tipping is everywhere. The standard has crept up. 20% is the new normal, and those payment screens nudge you even higher. In Canada, tipping is also expected, but 15% is still common, especially outside big cities. Canadians often tip on the pre-tax amount. Americans usually tip on the total. The pressure is real in both places, but in the US, you'll see tip jars and screens at coffee shops, food trucks, and even takeout counters. In Canada, tipping for counter service is appreciated, but not always expected. Both countries tip for haircuts, taxis, and hotel staff, but the intensity and percentages can vary. For visitors, it's confusing. Just know that tipping is part of the deal. The etiquette is similar, but the how much and where can change as you cross the border. Americans tend to tip more and more often. Canadians are generous, but a bit more relaxed about it. Either way, keep your calculator handy and be kind to your servers. Tipping is a shared habit, but with its own local flavor. So when in doubt, tip a little extra. It's always appreciated. And if you're traveling, just follow the locals' lead. It's a small gesture that goes a long way. Next up, let's talk sports obsessions. Ready for some friendly rivalry? Let's go! Want to see national passion? Look at the games we love. In Canada, hockey isn't just a sport, it's a way of life. Kids grow up on skates, and hockey night in Canada is a weekly ritual. The whole country unites over the NHL, from frozen ponds to city arenas. South of the border, football is king. High school games, college Saturdays, and NFL Sundays dominate the American calendar. The Super Bowl is a national event, commercials, parties, and all. Canadian kids dream of the Stanley Cup. American kids idolize quarterbacks. Hockey reflects Canada's landscape, fast, tough, and played on ice. Football is about strategy, power, and spectacle, pure American entertainment. Both countries love both sports, but each has its own national obsession. In Canada, hockey is the great unifier. In the US, football is the weekly celebration. Heroes are different, but the passion is the same. Whether it's a last-second goal or a game-winning touchdown, these games bring people together. It's a beautiful rivalry of passion. So, are you team hockey or team football? Let us know. Next, let's fuel up with some coffee culture. Tim's or Starbucks? Who wins? Let's find out. Onward! Coffee fuels both nations, but where you get it says a lot. In Canada, Tim Hortons is more than a coffee shop, it's a national icon. Timmy's runs are a daily ritual and the double-double is legendary. Tim's is everywhere. Small towns, big cities, highways. It's affordable, reliable, and feels like home. Founded by a hockey player, it's woven into Canadian identity. In the US, Starbucks reigns. The green siren is everywhere, and customization is king. Venti, half calf, extra hot, you name it. Starbucks is the third place, not home, not work, but a spot to meet, work, or just hang out. Tim's is about community and comfort. Starbucks is about choice and experience. Canadians take pride in Tim's. Americans see Starbucks as a personal preference. Both chains cross borders, but each has its own vibe. Tim's is humble and homey. Starbucks is modern and urban. Whether you're grabbing Timbits or a Frappuccino, coffee culture is a daily habit that shows our differences and our shared love for caffeine. So which are you, Timmy's or Starbies? Drop your answer below. Next up, Thanksgiving 2 ways. Let's dig in. Turkey time. Here we go. Thanksgiving. Same feast, different dates. In Canada, it's the second Monday in October, tied to the harvest and fall colors. It's a cozy, family-focused weekend. Big meal, football, and autumn scenery. In the US, Thanksgiving is the 4th Thursday in November, a blockbuster holiday that kicks off the Christmas season. It's a 4-day weekend with parades, NFL games, and the shopping madness of Black Friday. The American version is bigger, louder, and marks the start of the holiday rush. Canadians celebrate earlier with a quieter, harvest-focused vibe. Both countries cherish family, gratitude, and way too much food. But if you show up for Thanksgiving dinner on the wrong side of the border, you might be a month early or late. It's a perfect example of how two neighbors can share a tradition, but make it their own. So, October or November, when's your turkey day? Let us know. Next, let's hit the road. Literally, driving habits up next. Buckle up. Good news, both countries drive on the right, but the details? That's where it gets interesting. In the US, speed limits are in miles per hour. In Canada, it's kilometers per hour. That 100 sign in Canada, about 62 miles per hour. Canadian road signs use more symbols and are often bilingual. American signs are more text-heavy. Right turn on red? Usually allowed in both countries, except in Montreal, where it's a no-go. Construction zones use orange signs everywhere, but the symbols and wording can differ. Even the shapes and colors of warning signs can change. Canada follows more international standards. It's all familiar, but just different enough to keep you alert. Driving across the border is a lesson in paying attention to the small stuff. From speed limits to bilingual signs, it's a reminder you're in a new place, even if the road feels the same. So, next time you cross over, keep your eyes peeled for those subtle differences. It's all part of the adventure. Up next, the great measurement debate. Metric or imperial? Let's measure up. Onward. Almost there. Let's go. Here's a classic metric versus imperial. Canada officially uses metric, kilometers, liters, Celsius, but old habits die hard. You'll still hear feet, inches, and pounds. The US sticks to imperial, miles, gallons, Fahrenheit. Only 2 other countries do the same. This creates daily confusion. A Canadian says it's 30 degrees, hot. An American thinks it's freezing. Recipes, road trips, and even weather reports require quick conversions. Canada is a hybrid. Metric for most things, imperial for some. The US is all in on imperial except in science and medicine. It's a quirky divide that makes cross-border life interesting. So, are you team metric or team imperial? Let us know. Next, politeness and communication styles. Almost done. Let's wrap it up. Here we go. Let's talk about the vibe. Canadian politeness versus American directness. Canadians are known for being polite, reserved, and masters of the gentle suggestion. Sorry and softening language are everywhere. Conflict is avoided and humility is valued. Americans are more direct, clear, assertive, and expressive. They say what they mean, value efficiency, and aren't afraid to voice opinions. Customer service reflects this. Canadians are formal and polite. Americans are friendly and chatty. Both styles have their strengths. Harmony versus clarity. Neither is right or wrong, just different ways to be a good neighbor. So, do you prefer gentle suggestions or straight talk? Share your thoughts. One last scene to go. Thanks for sticking with us. Let's wrap up. That's a wrap. From sorry to sports, coffee to kilometers, we've explored what makes Canada and the USA unique. Thanks for joining this friendly habit showdown. There's always something new to learn about our neighbors. What did we miss? Share your favorite habits or surprises in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe and join our community for more travel and culture fun. Stay curious, be kind, and I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, neighbors.